Journer. Welcome to my channel. I'm going to be showing you something on my car known as a General Lee, on how to mount the body onto the frame. Okay, more likely mount the body on 2 blocks of wood. Okay. Now it's no trick way of doing it. It's the way I'm doing it. The way I'm gonna do it is the way that a friend of mine helped me with the blocks of wood, as far as zip tying it and stuff like that. I'll show you. It's very simple. So let's get to it. Okay, so here's the generally. Okay, I took the body off. Okay, now here's what I was referring to. Okay, or known as here's I was mentioning. There's a block of wood here with 2 holes. Okay, 1 hole. Okay, 1 hole into here, 1 hole here. And there's also another block of wood here with a hole here. Okay, now the shock. Now these have shock extenders. Okay, now what I mean by that is this spring. Okay, now normally what happens is if you take this tool, okay, you take this tool right here, okay, see how it's got a little U shape cut out in it, okay? What you do, take it, you pull that off, okay? Pull this off. So they do sometimes come off a little hard, so you just gotta, bear with it here. They do come. There we go. They do come off hard. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I just ran my car just a little while ago. Of course, it's dark outside now, but I ran just a little while ago, and I noticed when I was playing. Noticed when I was driving it, but controlling it with the controller, it kept tipping over, and when it tipped over, it cracked it. Okay, yeah. See, it cracked it right here, which is cracked it right there. Now, the reason why that is because of this. Okay, now the shock extenders. Okay, the shock extenders are only good for jumps. Okay, the shock extenders are only good for jumps. Okay, now if you planning on doing a lot of, if I'm planning on doing a lot of jumps throughout the time I'm playing with the car, okay, then what's going to happen is if I want the car to land a little easier, okay, so if I want this car with that body to land a little easier, you use shock extenders. They're called spring extenders. Okay, it shrinks these, push the spring down, okay, to give it more absorbent. Okay, so when the car lands, you don't hear that noise right there. You'll hear it, but you hear it like that. Instead of hitting it hard, you hit it softer. Okay, now I just basically took them all off. Okay, so there they all are. Okay, I'll set those aside. Now this is it's an antenna, a little antenna stopper. Okay, now what this does is this. Okay, forward. What this does is that this right here, okay, goes onto the antenna like this. Okay, this is what it does. It goes onto the antenna like that. Okay, this little piece of antenna sticking out is perfectly normal. Okay, now right here is what bugs. Now right here is where the this plastic piece right here slides into this, okay, little gray tube. Okay, see, I'll pull it out. See, slides into the gray tube. Okay, and all this does is it's an antenna stopper. That's all. So basically, somebody's shutting fireworks off. So basically, what it does is that if I'm driving the car or controlling the car, and the car flips over, okay, and then sometimes what happens is this comes out, and when this comes out, if this antenna stopper right here is not here, I'll lose the antenna. So this is what happens when I don't. Okay, give you a little demonstration. So now let's say I'm playing with it, and all of a sudden it comes out like that. Okay, so what happens is you put it back through. Okay, you put it back through. If it does happen, you put it back through. You keep feeding it very softly. because you don't want to push it through the tube fast, because if you do, see, it kinks up. Just do a little bit of it. See how I'm doing it? Play, just do a little bit till you start seeing it come out this end. See, you're doing it like that. Okay, it does take a little time. I'm not gonna lie. See, it does take a little time. Okay, and keep doing it. Keep doing it until you start seeing it come out the other end. And when you do, you stop. Okay, keep doing it. Should be coming out soon. Okay. All right. Oh, let's see now. Now it's starting to freeze up here a little bit. And if you want, you can also spin the antenna. You can also spin the plastic part itself too, in order to feed it in order to get it down there more. Okay. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes it up. See, now it came through. So you take it, pull it through, right, and then you loosen up the slack a little bit, and then you drop it. Then you slide it right here like this, but you don't give just a little slack, just like this. Now what you do, you take the antenna stopper. I call it an antenna stopper. Okay, take the antenna stopper, and you basically put it right here like so, and that's all you have to do. Now, they put the body back through, put the body back on top of the frame, okay, and this goes through here. Now, if this don't go through here, got a way of fixing that, okay. I already got a drill bit right here. The drill bit is, and it's marked off. It's actually scraped off. Okay, so I can find out what it is. And then put it in, lock it in. Okay, now what you do, you take it like that. Okay, wipe off the excess, wipe off the excess. Now what you do is you put it down through. Okay, put it down through, and it went through. Good. Now, when I was talking about the blocks of wood, okay, they're held on, the blocks of wood are held on zip ties. They're onto the original body posts. Okay, so they're wrapped around with zip tie to hold it. Same thing with this. See, wrap around the zip, wrap around. Okay, wrap around. Okay, in there. Okay. What I'm gonna do is put this back down through like I just had it. Okay, like that. Okay. Now what I do? Take my. Okay. Now what I do is I find the original. The original holes in the pieces of wood, okay, and I start it, okay. I got a round plastic washer, and I got a metal washer, okay, without me dropping, of course. And then again, plastic washer, metal washer, screw, put it through. Here's a hole right here. And you start it like this. You take your screwdriver. You basically do this. Okay. Now you don't want to tighten up all the way yet. You just want to get it down just enough. Okay. And then I got one more right here. So now I'm going to turn this around. Okay. Got one more right here. So again, screw, metal washer. Put the screw through the metal washer. Put the screw through the. It actually looks like white round. Okay. Spacers. Okay. Pop it through. Do that, and you just basically keep going until it pretty much stops. Same thing to this. Keep tightening it down until it stops. Now again, keep tightening it down until it stops, right like that. Okay. Now you're all set. Okay. Now you're all set. Now you're ready to roll. So yeah. So that's how it's done. Okay. So. If I do a lot of jumps, which I do, okay, but when I jump this car, okay, and if I don't want it to land, if I don't want it to land hard, I put the shock extenders on it. Pull the shock down, okay, put it on the shock mount, or put it on the shock shaft, okay, and all it does is it so when the car lands like this, instead of the car landing like that hard, it actually lands like this. It lands a little softer. Okay. Of course, if it lands like this, then it's nothing I can do. But if it lands this way, this way, this way, or whatever, okay, it's easier. So.
You be all in your feelings.